And, like, that part, too, with, like, Truman calling, being like, "Does this person live in Fiji?" And, like, gave, like, her fake name and then the real name
Yeah.
that she gave him and, like, just sad.
See, if Meryl was a real wife, he would have gotten over her.
God.
Hey, buds, and welcome to the Lost and Faded podcast, where we get lost and faded into whatever movie I'm filming for the week. This week, The Truman Show with me, Byron, and I got Colleen this week.
Hi.
We're back.
We're back.
The same old show you love, you know?
We got a new little backdrop
Oh,
moment.
yeah, we got a new set. Audio listeners, we got a new set. It looks pretty nice. You should go watch this episode.
Work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
It's slaying so far.
Yeah. I got a whole thing I gotta hang up. It's a whole process. Leave me alone. I'm one person.
Yeah, because the co-hosts are not helping him with this. This is a Byron project.
At least I don't have to say it. No, I'm kidding.
I'll fucking own up to I didn't help with this. Thank you, Byron.
Here we are. It's very comfy. Nice couch.
Yeah.
We're vibing. We're already lit. We definitely smoked a decent amount, so
I forgot you took like 3 shots too.
2 shots.
Oh,
you were gonna
okay.
say it on air? They don't need to know.
You can edit it. You're the one who edits this.
You know, editor Byron doesn't care what.
You said no, what the hell? I don't care that much.
He's gonna leave it in. I already know it.
Hi, editor Byron.
I do a little wave. I'm probably not gonna do it. It's more editing. But The Truman Show, a classic.
So fucking good.
So good. If you never watched this movie, go watch it. Shake my head at you. It's one of the best. It's one of Jim Carrey's best like roles, I feel like.
It's just such like an interesting concept for a movie plot. I feel like this was one of the first times when I was a kid that I saw Jim Carrey in more of like a serious role.
Mm-hmm.
And then watching this as an adult, I was like, oh, they traumatized that man.
They fucked him up.
Like, this
Yeah.
movie hit when I was a kid, but it hit harder when I was an adult for sure.
There's so many like layers to it. And it's like a movie, like every time you watch it, you'll see something more about it or like learn something more. It's wild. This movie's wild.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about the plot? Do you want to say what the plot is?
Sure. So the plot is basically that Truman, who the show is named after, was adopted by a corporation and
Shake my head.
has been on air since he was like literally an ultrasound?
Yeah.
Like in utero. They keep tabs on him, like people just, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They always are just, he's being filmed. They have like small cameras in people's like buttons in their shirts and like in the mirror and like
everyone
a
has
bunch
like
of shit.
Most people have headsets in and shit.
Yeah, like an in-ear kind of thing.
It's
and yeah,
wild.
it's just like really fucked up and like everything is just calculated, even his parents and like
his friendships.
Like
his relationships.
And this one guy, Christoph, is like
the
head director of everything and has like a weird like villainous aura to him.
He's a weirdo. He's a real big weirdo.
Well, because why are we okay, side note, when I was a kid and I watched this movie, I for sure thought that this was happening to me. I was like, somebody's showing this to me to tell me.
You know, they named a like mental illness after, I think. Like people who think they're like on a TV show, they named it like the Truman something. I forgot what it's called.
I don't think I'm
exactly.
on a TV show anymore, but when I was a kid, I did. I think it was just more of a fear. I think I also have OCD, so maybe that has something to do with it. But then I literally was like, no, I look like my parents and like I look like my sister. It's just like.
But it's so real, the paranoia in this movie.
No, literally.
Like, you immediately feel it, like, when he's, like, walking around and stuff and looking at people, because people would just be staring at you sometimes.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's going on there?
No, literally. That's how I feel a lot of the times when I'm in public. And then I also just remember I'm neurodivergent. So I'm like, I just don't like eye contact sometimes. And so somebody stares at me, I'm like, I'm scared. I feel threatened.
Who hired you?
No, literally. I'm going to start saying shit like that. Be like, you'll never get me alive.
No, then they'll lock you up. Let's start with Truman. Truman's just a good, funny guy. He's like
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Which it's, like, understandable because he's been in this, like never mind, he has trauma.
Yeah,
I was like, he's in this perfect world that's just, like, cookie cutter,
it's
white
perfect for
picket
everyone
fence.
else.
Yeah, but obviously he dealt with I'm just gonna say that
We could say it.
they killed off his dad
Yeah,
in the
for the
show.
show.
Like, it
Just
wasn't his real dad, it was just his dad for the show, the actor.
yeah, we'll get more into that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's dealt with a lot. He's gone through a lot. And I feel like there are some things where like you could tell like with his job that
Mhm.
they've like manipulated him into. But
Yeah.
like him being funny is just him.
Yeah.
And he's a very charismatic guy, and it's just you like Truman, and you understand why everyone's watching this show.
Yeah. Well, he's just captivating, like, the
Mhm.
way he speaks, the way he acts, like, you would wanna, like, get a beer with him and,
Yeah.
like, hang out with him, smoke a blunt with him, you know? If
He's
he's
a
down for
vibe.
that, like, he just seems like a really overall, like, good person,
Yeah.
and I just love the "Good morning, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night."
Such a good line.
It's just iconic.
And Jim Carrey just kills it.
Yeah.
He's great with the dramatic stuff.
His smile with
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
I'm like, love it.
Which if you're good with comedy, you will be good with dramatic stuff. It's kinda
Yeah.
like same and same.
It's like the 2 masks, like the drama masks.
Mhm. It's not like even his usual roles, but you could he still makes it very likable,
Yeah.
and even at moments you're just like, "Man, this is making me sad."
No, for real, like, you really feel for him, and I like that they don't fully keep you inside, like, the Truman Show, like, they
Mhm.
give you, like, some of the outside world's
Yeah.
perspective, they give you Kristoff's perspective.
Fucking weirdo.
I mean, yeah, he's in the moon.
He's like, "Here, let me go touch
Yeah, he
touch
said
Truman's face on the screen." I'm like, "Bro,
I was
you're a
like,
weirdo."
"You're n you're not my dad."
Literally.
But yeah, Truman has just, like his whole life has been a manipulative mess.
Mhm.
It's really sad, and there's people that are, like, kind of, like, activists for Truman too, for him to, like,
Yeah.
kinda like free Britney, but free Truman, except 2 very different things, but it was basically like, "How's it going to end?"
Yeah, the button.
Yeah, and
No,
people
seriously though. How's
people
it gonna
well, cause for real, like, does he figure it out? Will he just live like this forever? Will he figure it out and just continue to live like
Can you
this?
imagine they film him until he's like there's no way they film until he's like 80. They're gonna spin off to his like kid or something.
That would be crazy, but I would not put it past Mr. Kristoff. I
Yeah.
know he'd be dead, but he probably has a kid. No, maybe
Mm.
not. He was touching Truman on the monitor.
He's probably lonely. I think he sleeps there.
He sleeps in the moon.
That's wild.
He said, "Good night, moon," literally.
Let's talk about Kristoff. Because I
Do
mean,
we
I guess we
have
kinda
to?
we kinda talked enough about him because he's a creep and he's just obsessive.
He does not have an empathetic bone in his
No,
body.
he doesn't at all. He does not care about how Truman feels about all of this. In fact, he would rather Truman stay there for the rest of his life, and
No, that is what he
that's
wanted.
all he
He
wanted.
wanted to play God,
Yeah. He wanted his own little world to create.
and it's like, "Kristoff, you're just a white man."
It makes me think that's what he wanted his life to be type shit.
Oh, probably, like I mean, he even said at one point, like, "We're giving him the best life he could ever have, like, this is a great area," like
It's just like, best life.
and I'm like, "You killed off his dad, you killed off his love interest. You
Literally.
traumatized this man so that he wouldn't want to leave." And it's just, yeah, he doesn't have an empathetic bone in his body and just is like quite literally the human version of do it for the plot.
It's such a weird joy to have for this because there's more of his personality that comes out because he gets interviewed at a point and you get to like see more of his viewpoints on all this. And the more I think about it, I'm just like, he looks like a weirdo too.
He's a sick
He's,
fuck. I think it's because he has like no offense to people with blue eyes, but some people with blue eyes just have those blue eyes that it's like, oh,
they're
like it's like the
cold.
meme of Miley Cyrus where it's like and it's, like, people with blue eyes, like, that's what he gives. It's, like, dead inside.
Mhm. Alright, next we'll talk about Truman's wife, Meryl, is that her name?
Yeah.
Meryl?
Yeah.
That's a weirdo name. That's a
Meryl
Kristoff
Streep?
name.
Meryl Streep?
I can still say it's a weird name. I didn't say she was a
Put
weird
put
person.
some respect on her name.
I didn't not put okay.
You did not respect her name.
I just said it was a weird name.
Yeah, it's not respecting it. Meryl loves
Meryl.
to do product placement
Oh my god, the product
because
placement in this
that's
movie.
another thing in this universe is that they don't have ads, like, since it's running constantly, she straight up will literally, like, look into the camera, and I love the one point where Truman is starting to, like, see the cracks and everything, and he's like, "Who are you saying this to? Like, what are you looking at?" He was manipulated into choosing her.
Forced.
They
He did
pretty
not like her at all at the beginning.
No, like, they just were like, "We're gonna introduce her as a character, and Truman's gonna end up with her," and Truman was in band, and she was a cheerleader,
Mhm.
and I'm like, "That wasn't really happening in high school, let's be very real." Like,
Yeah.
this is a fucking parallel universe because a lot of the cheerleaders were fucking kinda mean to me. The way that they do shit is, like, they introduce characters, like, down
Mhm.
to his best friend when they were kids.
Yeah, and I feel like we can't give him any options. At least give him a few options, give him some choices, but just down to everything, it's just like all of it's just picked for him.
Well, and even when 'cause they were, like, trying to, like, have the first on-air conception, which I'm like, "That's crazy.
That's wild. How does that
That's
work?
crazy."
How
And then the people were like, "They don't even show anything. They turn the camera away and turn on some music." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's illegal to record that if he does not consent to that." Anyways,
those guys were something else.
dude,
That was their first
that
line
was
too.
what's his face from Brooklyn Nine-Nine
I've seen him in a bunch of other stuff too.
or
I just never remember. What?
Scully or Hitchcock, one of them. I forgot which one he was. And then Big Fat Liar dude, Marty Wolf.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti is in this
Yeah.
movie. He is playing he's
One of
not
the,
the
like
lead director, but
but,
he's
like,
like
one of the production
the
people,
production people. Yeah, he does a great job in his like small role.
but they basically constructed it so that Truman would choose Meredith because he didn't have a
You said
choice.
Meredith.
Oh, Meredith. Meryl. My bad. Sorry, Meryl.
It's not a good name. I
I
mean, not, it's a weird name. No?
thank you.
She never liked
No.
him at the wedding. She crossed her fingers. Crazy. They took the picture and everything. They got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I try to feel bad for her, but at the same time, you can't feel bad for any of the people working there because they're watching this man just get manipulated for his whole
Well,
life.
that and yeah, like, they're all actors.
Mhm.
So it's like you have to be the ultimate actor to fucking
Yeah.
just lie to somebody's face and, like, that's so dehumanizing.
And there's only a few of them that have been, like, there for his entire time, which it was, like, 30 years, which
Yeah.
it was the wife was there half of it, the best friend was there for most of it, and then
Yeah, since, like, he was 7 or
the
something.
mom and I guess the dad for a decent amount too.
Yeah, the dad was, like, gone for
5
20
years.
years.
Yeah, he was gone for 20. That was crazy. Well, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the last person we should talk about, which is a very important character to this movie, is Sylvia.
Love that diva.
She's the love interest. She's the girl that Truman
The girl that
always
got dragged away.
yeah, yeah,
And not the girl that got away, she got
yeah.
dragged away.
They just saw each other from across the room, but I mean, she already had a mission when she got there,
Oh,
probably though.
yeah, she was probably like, "I'm gonna free this man."
Mhm.
They probably, like, did background checks on people because they told her she wasn't allowed to talk to him,
Yeah, it's like only certain people can talk to him, really.
which makes sense because it's like that's how a lot of his interactions were, like, there were the 2 twins that would be
Mhm.
like, "We're thinking about your insurance, blah, 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 blah," and then, like, they'd be like, "We'll see you next week,"
Yeah,
and it's like, okay,
those 2
it's very
guys.
just, like, meta. So, yeah, I guess it's like only people are allowed to have lines and
Mhm. Yeah, I think even those twins, they might have worked a bigger role in the show because at the end at a point, they're, like, helping, like, manage people. We'll get to that, but, yeah, some of these roles, they might be, like, people who are more into production of the show.
probably.
But, yeah, Silvio was this girl who was an actor. or not act. I mean,
She
actors,
technically, yeah.
actor, actress. Yeah, they don't really delve into like her too much about the like protests against Truman, but she's a part of the protests against Truman. She was like the first person to tell him that he was on TV. Like, well, not the first person to like tell him, but the first person that he actually actively acknowledged and like knew
Yeah.
about and interacted with.
Which obviously plays a pivotal role because
You meet a girl one day, you're having the best day ever with her. You're at the beach, you're like, I could do this forever, and she gets dragged away, and they're like, we're going to Fiji.
yeah. And like that part too with like Truman calling, being like, does this person live in Fiji? And like gave like her fake name and then the real
Yeah.
name that she gave him and like just sad.
See, if Meryl was a real wife, he would have gotten over her.
God.
I'm sorry, I'm
You're not
sorry.
wrong.
I
You're not
mean,
wrong.
she wasn't connecting with him. She was there for like 10 years.
Yeah, 10, 15 years because they met in high school and they were, what, like 30 by the time
They did not
the
have any
show was
fun
happening?
conversations. Every time they
No.
talked, she brought up a
She was
product
like,
placement.
hi, Truman, you should try this. Crest toothpaste for that great smile.
Oh. And yeah, Sylvia is just what leads to Truman figuring out that there's more to his life than he's realized.
Him thinking about her again in the movie kind of brings up his, like, I'm gonna get out of here
Hmm.
no matter what.
Yeah.
And, like, then all of the, like, which I know it's, like, one of your points, so maybe we can get into it, but, like, the
We can get into it now.
production issues that are happening, like, when
Yeah.
it's raining on the beach and it's just literally right over him, and then he runs, and then they move it, and then he runs, and they move it again, and he's like, "Huh." He's, like, laughing hysterically because he's like, "What the fuck?"
Literally. I mean, like, I wouldn't know what to say to that
Or,
either.
like, the radio when he's in his car in the radio station, and they're like, "He's going left on Madison, blah, blah, blah," and it's
That's the
like,
one that would fuck
Eek
me up.
I would literally be l I think I would go into psychosis if that happened to me. Like, he had a much more, like, stable reaction than I did because I would have
Yeah.
gone into psychosis. I would have, like, run back home. I would have been like, "Meryl, they're watching us!
Literally.
Meryl, lock the door!"
And my favorite thing about the radio is like it's always talking to him. Like
Yeah.
he's responding back to him. They're like, "Hey, okay," and they're basically talking to him. And he doesn't realize it because
Mhm.
he's so used to it.
Thinking about leaving anytime soon? Nope. Good. I was like, "That's crazy."
It's wild.
But, yeah, there's just, like, the production issues, so that just helps him see the cracks more
Hmm.
of,
There,
like, this isn't real.
there was people like fucking up talking to him in ways.
He didn't realize he wasn't in a world like, he probably thought he legitimately was on an island,
Yeah.
but he literally didn't realize he wasn't in, like, the actual world with everybody else
Mhm.
until the very end when
Yeah.
the boat runs into the wall.
That's a shattering moment. Like we could talk
Dude.
about it now a little bit, but yeah, that's a like shattering moment just to think about someone like going to the edge of their world and finding out it's entirely fake.
Well, it's like feeling like you're a fucking animal in a zoo.
Mhm.
Like, you're like, "Oh, like, everything has been fabricated in my life,
Mm.
except for Sylvia."
And it's also like there's like kind of like a no escape type of feel to it.
Mhm. Well, and, like, his friend Marlon was his name,
Yeah,
right?
Marlon.
He was bogus as fuck. I know he was getting the lines fed to him and shit from Kristoff, but it was like, "Oh, like, you've known me since you were 7 years old, and, like, if
Mhm.
everyone's in on it, that would mean I would have to be in on it," and I was like, "That is so fucking bogus to do to
Literally.
somebody," like, again, just fucking with his head, like, this man needs a very good therapist after this because what the hell? Like, there's so much to
That
unpack
crosses
there.
a line.
No, that's so mean.
If I saw that person like after all this happened, because you know he probably has to look for different jobs now.
No, literally.
I don't think anyone will hire him and be like, "You're fucked up."
I
Yeah,
would literally be like, no, because 'cause you'll lie to my face."
literally. And like, yeah, these like mistakes were like a lot of the big reasons why Truman figured it out. Like the return of his dad, which his dad
That was crazy.
they faked his death in the sea
They
storm.
drowned him, yeah.
His dad was pissed. The actor was pissed off about
Yeah.
it.
It's like, "You're killing me off."
Just because they wanted Truman to be afraid of the water which there's so many other ways to do that, and they just went the
Literally.
easiest route.
Yeah, and then they have his dad, like, show up in the square,
Mhm.
and then they have him get carried away.
I don't think that they didn't have him show up. He, like I don't know how he got in.
I
He
was
got
like
in.
no, literally, I was like, "Did you just show up?"
He got in. I think he probably faked he probably knew the whole process and faked his identity type shit and got in for, like, a background role. He just grabbed him and started talking to him. He was like, "Truman, it's me." And then
It's
they
dad.
immediately grabbed him. And I love this about this because they have, like, these, like, things to, like, get in Truman's way. And this one, it was a bunch of joggers. But at another point, it's a bunch of people in wheelchairs that they try to get him with, but he misses it. I'm like, the fact that they had these people ready for these type of
No,
scenarios is
literally.
crazy.
Again, just it's so fucked up to put somebody through that.
Yeah, the whole manipulation aspect of it is just insane. Like, we talked about the product placement a little bit before, but even his car, there was a scene where him and, his buddy were, like, sitting, and they both have Fords, new
Mhm.
Fords. They always had that beer. Those 2 guys we talked about earlier, they would always push
Push
him in front of
yeah.
a sign. I was like, "These fucking bastards. He can't escape this shit."
Yeah. Most people would see the cracks sooner, no? Because there's, like, TV shows and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like he was manipulated from just a kid that he probably just didn't even realize, like, even places he eats, there was this deleted scene I watched where it, like, showed more of the aspects of him, like, figuring out that they were watching him and him, like, watching the people. He
Mhm.
went into, like, this place where he would always eat, where he would get a meatball sub, and the dude already had it ready for him, and he was like, "What if I ordered something else?" And the dude was like, "I would need ID," and he laughed about it, and Truman was like, "Hmm." And I was like, he doesn't even, like they manipulated him so much that he orders the same foods for lunch
Yeah.
type shit.
Well, and even when Meryl and his mom like, his mom was over, Meryl was like, "I'll drive her home. You sit
Mhm.
home and watch the TV."
Mhm.
And then they were like I forgot what the TV program was about, but, like, again, just manipulating him to get
Mhm.
him it was basically like, "Oh, you're thinking about leaving? Don't do
Oh,
that."
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. They must have these on the fly. These
No,
shows.
literally. They probably do though, because, like, they're probably like, "This will happen at some point that he's gonna wanna leave." And when he did try to, like, escape, they weren't planning that, and they weren't planning on his escape the way he was doing it.
Yeah, in the way in the end, no, but they definitely had, like, a lot of methods to, like, stop it. The bus driver.
Oh, yeah.
The bus driver.
He's like, "I can't."
He's like, it's just making random noises. He's just like,
Dude, and at
"It's
the
not gonna."
end, when he was doing the boat, because they were trying to get him in the boat to drive after Truman, and he was like, "I usually drive the bus." And I was like, "Not." He's like, "Sorry."
That's all he had prepared for today.
No, literally, he's like, cause they cut to him just, like, fucking with the levers and shit, and he's like, "I usually drive the bus." I was like, "That's crazy."
It's wild.
Fucking hilarious. What else was there? Oh, the plane ticket. He was trying to get a plane ticket,
Oh,
and they were
yeah.
like, "There's not one for a month
They
or 2
always
months or
kept
something."
delaying it. I feel like they were definitely delaying it so that they could build a little island he can go to.
Probably because they said that that was the biggest set, like,
Mhm.
ever, and they showed it was behind the Hollywood sign.
They all were always expanding it.
Yeah.
I was like, "Bro, can you imagine that?" They probably, imagine it's when he's a kid, it's just small town probably type shit,
Well,
and then
yeah.
high school, it's probably, like, a few towns or something like
Mhm.
that, or, like, 2 towns, and then they did that whole downtown where he works now
Yeah.
type shit. It's just crazy to think about.
Well, and even him just being like him trying to go and drive
Mhm.
when all the other methods were failing. And Meryl was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, We're going to Fiji." And they literally had well, it was like a wildfire or something, or like a
Yeah,
chemical plant exploded,
yeah.
and like
They had traffic ready
yeah.
immediately.
He turns around. He's like, "We'll go to this place instead."
It's wild. The things they were ready to do. It's just all crazy. They also have a storm machine, which we'll talk about later, but they control the weather too.
Yeah, that's probably where people got the tinfoil hat. They're making the frogs gay.
I guess we can talk more about Truman figuring it out more. Because most of the movie, it's him slowly like seeing the clues because they were not smart with like first of all, the picture with the fingers crossed with the wife. Why do we still have that? Crop that out or something.
No, literally.
You guys aren't like
I know you
checking
have
for
some
that?
kind of technology to at least Photoshop that. I know this is the
Mhm.
90s, but, like, come on.
They were just letting small things slip, and Truman was slowly figuring out. People would be doing the same routines. Even people in some scenes, there was like a trash dude, and he wasn't really picking anything up. He was just like clawing at the ground.
Yeah, which again, like, they were trying to get this again was the definition of, like, gaslighting. Like, they were literally Truman's like, "Okay, and this person is gonna walk by in 3, 2, 1," and then they didn't walk by right away, and Meryl was like, "See?" And then they walked or it was the Volkswagen,
Mhm.
and he was like, "See?" And I'm like, "That's how I would be."
Yeah.
I would be like, again, not actually in psychosis because it's happening, but like, just like feel so fucking crazy.
Literally, and like
And Meryl gets him to that point because he's like, fine, I'll act fucking crazy then.
no,
And
because he showed her like so many like just convenient things, like a wildfire, but they just drive through it real quick. The
yeah,
traffic, and she doesn't even care. Honestly, after the traffic, I'll be like, "Nah, you're with them."
yeah,
Like, "Nah, this is too much." And yeah, she brings him to the point where they were just like had an actual argument, and it got wild. She pulled the knife out first.
yeah,
He was just like, "What the fuck's going on? Please, someone
yeah.
tell me."
And then she's like, somebody help me. And then his friend comes in with beer, always coming in with a beer, a 6 pack. Hey, buddy.
They have coolers ready.
No, literally. They said, "We have Marlon on standby with the 6 pack of brewskis."
And, like, he would have to also be staying there. I wonder how late like, do they have 2 days outside there of the world or some shit?
Because it's not like they can be like, "I'm going out of town."
It's so
I
interesting, the
mean, but they
commitment.
also had Truman down to a routine, so they were probably able to, like, go home at a certain time and, like,
Yeah, it's
minus
true.
Meryl, but
Yeah.
Meryl would go to work, so maybe but then they just had her, like, being like, "Beep boop boop bloop," with the fucking what she said she had an amputation scheduled.
The whole scene of him, like, following her and in the doctor area, and they're like, "You can't go in." And it's just a lady freaking out as is following her, and because they don't know what to do, the actors, they don't really I feel like they don't really train you on that much on how to
No,
interact with Truman.
especially if you're not supposed to.
Yeah. So they're just all freaking out, most of them are, like, running, or they're, like, waiting for someone to, like, do something.
They're like, "Somebody? Anybody?"
Like, when they're doing the surgery, and I don't know if they actually cut that person or not.
I feel like they did, and that's why they were like, "Oh, shit."
But they didn't know what to do. I'm like, "You can't make up stuff to, like, delay the surgery real quick?"
No, literally, I was like I was about to be like, "You ever seen Grey's Anatomy? Anatomy?" I can't fucking talk. I'm too fucking stoned right now.
But I'm like, of course he's gonna figure out around the time he's, like, 30. Like
Right, like, it's gonna click at some point, and especially, like, "Oh, the first production issue was a light falling."
yeah,
I'm like, "That's crazy, dude."
that could kill him.
No,
That could
literally, I
kill
was like he went up and touched it too. I was like, "Okay, well, what if that was, like, something from" and then on the radio, "Oh, something a satellite crossed over Sea Haven
It might have been
and"
a plane. I don't know.
something like that. Yeah, dropped parts. It's like, "Oh, that's convenient
Like,
that you have the news ready to go immediately."
how high is that thing hanging up? That's a
Well, because
problem.
he looked up at the sky and it looked like the sky. So I'm
Yeah.
like, "Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from, Cotton Eye Joe?"
Yeah, I don't know. It must have been high up there. They had some good projections up there. Wait, what made him like actually go for his escape? Was it his dad coming back and like because they brought the dad back to be a to be a regular again?
Season regular.
Because Truman was figuring it out,
They said we need something to make him stay.
yeah, Kristoff was like, "Yeah, something to make him stay. Bring back the thing that started it all," which he was wrong about. Sylvia started it all, but
My girl Sylvia, love
but
her.
yeah, they bring the dad back after the first time he was like pulled away, and he's like, "I'm back," and they were gonna say he had amnesia. They had the plot ready.
Yeah. Are we talking about, like, the escape, or, like, when he, like, is trying to go, like, to the bus and
The escape.
I think
Because it happened right, like, I feel like a little bit after the dad came back.
I think it was after well, it was after everything with Meryl.
Oh, yeah, and then they also brought the new love interest, and he definitely was like,
He's
"Nah,
like,
you're
"This is"
fucking with me."
yeah, and so he just was like, "I'm done with this, I'm gonna figure it out."
Yeah, because she stayed a little long looking at him. She
She's
was
like
just like, "What?"
I was like, "Okay, diva, you're not the main character, Truman is." He was just, like, fully at that point, like, "Yeah, this is bullshit, nothing is real.
Oh.
I don't believe in anything. My
His
whole life has been a lie. I'm getting out of here."
literally, his best friend so happily happened to find his, dad after the whole shit.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's
"Nah."
like yeah, too convenient. And then Marlon, when he escapes, like, when they figure out he's gone, just looking right in the camera, "He's gone."
That's his little moment there. That's
I was
how he
like,
gets a little bit more
said,
famous.
"He's gone." Kristoff was like, "You're stupid. Why would you say that?" And he's like, "Keep up the illusion." He's like it's like Cardi B when she's like was like, "How did you come to that conclusion?" And she was just like that was Marlon. He's like, "Truman's not fucking down here, dude."
And I love that part because you see the world's reaction to it immediately, and everyone's just freaking out because they cut to black or static.
Yeah, it was like a, "We'll be right back,"
Mhm.
with a Truman head.
Everyone's freaking out. They think he died or some shit. And
Yeah.
I like how they didn't even have a plan for this. How are you not watching the streets more? I thought you guys would have like some type of routine or
Right,
something.
or, like, people monitoring stuff, like, people
Yeah.
that's not a job that you have production doing at some point, like, a night production crew watching the
Literally.
streets. I don't know. It is yeah, there's, like, some gaps. I'm
Like
like, "Kristoff, you're smart, but not that
yeah,
smart."
he cut a whole hole in the lawn type shit. Which
Yeah.
that's another thing that he was probably like, nah, this shit's fake. He
Yeah.
cut through the ground and stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, this is barely
He's like,
like
"This is a set." Was like, "Well," basically just burrowed out of there, like,
Mhm.
"Alright, guys, bye."
And he got a boat.
Yeah, got a boat. He got on the boat. Everybody's looking for him.
Mhm.
They're all, like, walking the streets.
Crazy. I would not want to be found by those people how they
No,
were
I'd be
walking.
like, "That's a scary mob."
Yeah.
Um,
The mom's like, he gonna come to
Truman.
my name or my
Yeah,
voice. It's
yeah.
like Truman.
And then the dad is like, "Truman, it's dad." And I was like, "N y'all."
He's like, I'm back.
I was like, "The gig is up. He does not wanna be there."
He's sailing the Santa Maria.
No, literally. And he's like, "Oh, because that's something else they do. It was nighttime, and then they just turn on the sun." They're like,
Mhm.
"It's too early." And he was like, "Do it." Kristoff was, like, psychotic at the end.
He
Like, he was already
was.
psychotic, but, like, he was crashing out by the end.
He had no fucks at that point. He was like, "We're keeping this show running no matter what,
Yeah.
even if he knows."
Yeah, and Truman's just on the boat, sees the sun come up way too early, obviously,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Alright." So, like, this confirms it. And Kristoff decides to turn up the, like, storm machine that they
Bro,
have and
why?
tries to, like, kill Truman.
Literally.
And it's like, why? And what's his face was like, "No, like, I don't wanna do that."
Paul Giamatti, this one
Yeah.
he was killing it. He
Yeah,
was like, "Fuck
I was
this,
like, "This is" I mean, Marty Wolf just would have been the antithesis of this, I
Yeah.
guess, because they're both working on productions.
Yeah, true. But he
But
actually cares about people.
exactly, has an empathetic bone in his body. Yeah, they're just, like, cranking it up, basically, like, probably hurricane level
Mhm.
on the ocean, not actual ocean, but
They were
wave
fucking him
pool.
up. I was like,
That's how I would feel in wave pools when I was a kid.
those things are dangerous. We
They're
need to
fucking
ban those.
those are fun as hell, dude.
They're fun, but people could die so easily in there.
I mean, yeah. Why was I going in that as a child?
I remember I was a kid in one, and I was like, the first time I ever experienced this in my life, I'm like, okay, I'm going up to it, immediately hit by all the waves. And you're just like, what the
There
fuck?
was one point that I got too deep into it,
Mhm.
and I'm short as it is, and this is when I was a kid. So I'm like, I would always jump up with the wave and like let it push me back, right? And I went to jump up and it just went in my face, and I was like, it was like Bella in Twilight when she cliff jumps and then goes up, and like the
Mm.
waves just keep hitting her. That's how it was for a
Yeah.
second.
I think I
So
got flipped with mine. I didn't know what was happening.
if you go in a wave pool, be careful. This has been your PSA.
They're no joke.
Yeah. But
Truman
yeah,
survived his wave pool.
the wave pool from hell too. He ties himself to the fucking boat,
Yeah,
and then they're like, he's gonna die, like, because Kristoff said to capsize him,
literally.
and they're like, he's gonna die, and he's like, do it,
He
and
was
it's like,
like, either you're gonna give birth or you're gonna conceive on air or you're gonna die on air.
yeah. Well, and that was his reasoning too. He was like, he was born on air,
Crazy.
so
Truman like survives because he stops it because he's trying to traumatize him to make him never come back to the water. But at this point, Truman knows it's all like made up, so you're just killing him.
yeah.
And that's it.
So Truman is back on the boat, or is it a life? Yeah, it's no, it's that boat
It's a
because
boat still, and he's just sailing more.
yeah, and he ends up hitting a fucking wall and putting a hole in it.
A really sad moment.
No, for real, like, kind of doesn't he, like, laugh?
I think he laughs a little bit, but then he breaks down a little
Yeah,
bit. I
like,
was just
he's
like,
like,
damn,
"If I don't laugh, I'll cry," and then he fucking cries. Um, cause
this whole
that would be,
world's
like,
fake.
literally life altering, like, all of the things he's
Mhm.
experienced aren't real.
Literally, and, like, even, like, if he comes out of that world, how long is it gonna take for him to integrate to that world without feeling like that world's also fake?
Right.
It's insane.
It really is. It's just so fucking sad, and
Mhm.
it's like I feel like this movie is kind of dystopian in a way,
It is definitely.
like, but it's like, I feel like we're not far off from this at this point,
I'm
like,
like, "Shh, don't let Mr. Beast hear about this movie."
"Hey, guys, I I adopted a baby that somebody was gonna abort, and we're gonna do the Truman Show in real life. Tell me that's
Alright,
something Jimmy would not say."
we're not far off.
Yeah.
Oh. So, yeah, he gets to the wall, and then this is when Kristoff's like, "This is my final moment. Let me try to, like." He's talking with him. He's talking about the show.
This is all over, like, an intercom, by the
Yeah.
way, like a
Not face to
PA,
face because he's a
because he's
loser.
a coward.
Yeah,
He's a little
coward.
bitch.
Yeah, little stupid bitch.
Yeah, little kinda creepy,
Yeah.
stupid bitch, though.
Like, what are you doing? Come down and say it to his face. That's also another thing I wanted to bring up is I feel like if he was real about this shit, he should have played a role in Truman's life at some point, or at
That's
least a
true.
monitor. He could have been a
An
grandpa.
uncle.
Yeah. Like, no, he can't even be involved. He just has to monitor from his weirdo screen where he's
Yeah,
touching
no.
stuff.
No. Fuck that, dude.
But yeah, he's trying to convince Truman to keep going. Mm,
And, yeah, he's like, "This world is perfect," and it's like, Is it?"
it's
And
perfect to your vision.
right.
It's also it has like a 19 like 60s type vibe, I feel
Yeah.
like.
1950s and
1960s,
1960s,
yeah,
yeah,
50s, yeah.
definitely.
I was
But
like, definitely your weirdo vibe or vision. How about you come live in this world?
no, literally, how would you like it? But, yeah, this is, like, his final, like, moment of
Mhm.
trying to play God, and Truman doesn't bite,
No.
and he pulls out his line,
Yeah.
"Good morning," because they were like, what weren't they like, "Well, don't you have anything to say?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Good morning, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night," and then did his little and then walked out of the fucking set.
He killed that shit.
Yeah.
He did that.
He said, "Ooh, I'm gonna gag them," and he did. Just an overall great fucking movie.
Fantastic movie. Great for rewatches, really good for rewatches.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey kills it. Alright. So who we on to the smoke sesh?
Truman.
Or
If he'll
Sylvia?
Oh, wait, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's my girl. I wanna add her. Truman, I feel like I wouldn't wanna, like, traumatize him, like, he probably doesn't wanna hang out with people really, because he's like, "Are you just hanging out with me because you saw me grow up?"
He gets a little too high. He's like, "Am I on the show right now?"
No, literally, like, yeah, we need to spare that poor man. So, I think Sylvia.
Protect Truman at all costs. That's probably the
Yeah.
new thing.
No, literally.
Yeah, I would vibe with Sylvia. She seemed really chill, and I mean, she had her morals right.
Yeah.
Everyone else was watching, just like enjoying the show, and she's like, "Nah, we gotta free this dude."
Yeah. Which good.
Hmm.
At least somebody was looking out for him.
There was a few people. There's like a movement type thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
some dude like,
Parachuted
yeah,
in.
yeah, he did all that. He didn't even make it.
That was crazy. Yeah. But I think we should add Sylvia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're adding Sylvia to the smoke sesh.
Slay.
She'll be a vibe to smoke with.
Yeah.
And we can just talk about, no, I was gonna say we could talk about Truman, but that's probably traumatizing
I
for
was
her
like, we can talk
too.
about activism.
Yeah. Who are we freeing next?
When Brittany,
She's
I know she's already free. But this was in the 90s,
yeah,
okay?
this is
So just,
how
anyways.
faded should we get for this movie?
I say like 7 bong rips
Oh, okay. I like that.
because gives you like a little bit of paranoia.
I was gonna say like 5. 5 to 7 is like a
But
good thing. It does give you a little paranoia. You are like, oh shit.
is this play about us? Me when I was a kid.
You yell at people in your life, are you an actor?
That's
Is
how I
this
would be.
real?
No, genuinely. That's how it would feel.
You're like, I'm gonna hit the end of the world at some point.
Literally, flat earthers.
Great movie to smoke too.
Yeah.
Because it was just a fun movie. Even though you do get a little paranoid, but Jim Carrey is just a fun person to watch act.
So charismatic.
Hmm.
Love this movie.
Fantastic. All right.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.